The Canadian Tour, half a century of creating stars. Knutson, Weir, DeMarco, Appleby, Keeney. The tradition continues. Who's next? The Canadian Tour is one of the originals, an international tour providing a North American playing experience for emerging stars from around the world, where they can hone their games against world-class competition in tournaments staged to the highest standards, from east to west, from north to south, on international television, bringing world-class professional golf to communities that might not otherwise have the chance to see the household names of tomorrow. For more than half a century, the Canadian Tour has been the launch pad, the stepping stone for a long succession of stars. In the 50s and 60s, it produced legends George Knutson, Mo Norman, Al Baldwin. In the 70s and 80s, it created more Canadian Hall of Fame members. Dave Barr, Dan Hollison, Jim Nelford combined to win 2 World Cups. The golden decades for the Canadian Tour also produced international winners John Mahaffey and Rick Gibson. In the 90s, the stars shined brighter than ever. Ray Stewart, Dave Barr, and Rick Gibson teamed for one of Canada's greatest triumphs by winning the Dunhill Cup. And the future PGA Tour winners kept rolling off the Canadian Tour production line. Chris DeMarco, Stuart Appleby, Todd Hamilton, Michael Campbell, Kirk Triplett, Tim Herron, Craig Perry, Steve Stricker, Stephen Ames, Nota Begay, and the biggest star of them all, Mike Weir. In the new millennium, the Canadian Tour entered a new age, moving across the continent to stage tournaments that drew more and more international players, and a TV audience of 75 million around the world, watching star after star emerge from the Canadian Tour. Hank Keeney, David Hearn, John Mills, Jason Bone, Jim Secchi, Omar Uresti, Scott Gibson, Stuart Anderson, Jaime Gomez, Matt McQuillan, Lee Williamson, Michael Harris, Craig Taylor, David Mathis, and nationwide tour winner Peter Tomasula. The top 25 graduates of the Canadian Tour alone have amassed more than $180 million in career earnings, won over 50 PGA Tour events, and 4 major championships. The Canadian Tour guarantees that the tradition continues. The question is, who's next?